Yeah, the boys round here drinking that ice cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no.
Guys, Tuesday. What are we looking at today? Looking at Hop Jockey. This is from Lakefront Brewery, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is 8.2% by volume. And what should we use for an opener? Let's use the Army Guy. Bottle cap looks something like that. Double IPA. Double. Okay. Smells tropical and fruity. Smells like a beer, damn it. Cheers, guys. First comment was Stephen Bush saying, now I have something to poop to. Huh. Zeus, Yippee, a brew review. Johnny Concho, here's Johnny. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Johnny. Ed, fourth. Bulwark 1911. I hope Marine Le Pen wins the French election in May. Riots in France again tonight. 1,700 pounds of explosives intercepted on its way to France from Turkey. Fuck all those ISIS cowards. Stop all immigration, ban Islam, and then live long and prosper. Yeah, I'd round them all up and get them out of here. But, you know, my way isn't necessarily the chosen way. But that's what I do. I would round every one of them goat fuckers up and get rid of them. I mean, if you're stupid enough to keep letting history repeat itself, then I'm not part of that parade. It's already pretty much being seen around the world as got a nice sweet IPA presence up front. Middle is kind of nothing. I mean, I guess in a good way. And it ends on a kind of a bready tropical finish. Crazy Scotsman. The positive is he took care of the threat and destroyed the fucking pussy snowflakes that were breaking in. You cross my threshold and yes, you will be shot. Yes, it's safety checked and yes, it's loaded. Crazy Scotsman, Mule Team, cheer up fucker. Hope all is good, bud. Mule Team, thank you my brother, and thank you Chris. Cheers. Crazy Scotsman, fuck the libtards. Got me a nice following of snowflakes too now. Of course, no comments since they have empty sacks. Zeus, would this work for the girls build? Well, it's the right color, Zeus. I hate to interrupt that for a second. A muzzle device, interchangeable cap. That will be released at a later date. One of the ones that pretty much directs everything forward. Yeah, that would work for the girls' build. I'd have to show that to the woman in charge of the girls' build because she really has her heart set on the one from JP that she looked at. But You know, now, to be totally honest, now she's not even sure she even wants to do the girls build because of the YouTube censorship. I mean, I tagged one of my old friends to do the EDC video, and I don't know how I missed the video, but he actually did his response to me last month, but his video still has not been up as long as the AR-10 giveaway, and the AR-10 giveaway is just barely over 2,000 views. His pocket dump has over 5,300 views, and he's just showing his EDC. He's not even giving anything away. So Chris is like, why should we waste our time when we're just being fucked by YouTube? And she does have a point there, so stay tuned. Meal Team, love the stouts. Meal Team, yep, bubble bubble. Mule Team, I feel real safe now. 45s and AKs. Cheers. Dub Glock, what the fuck is up? Dub, cheers, my friend. This needs to be a short video. Yeah, we know how that turns out. The Crazy Scotsman, where did this one come from? Oh shit, gotcha. Nice one, Ms. B. Meal Team, what does cheer me up is Busted by Chris about the new AK. That's an old thing, man. I've had that forever. Just tell her they breed like CZs in the gun room. Mule Team, new nickname, Party Clown. The Crazy Scotsman, without Joey, there wouldn't have been any humor. I can tell you it was hilarious. The snowflakes were out in force, but well worth it. Here's my recommendation. Never give the link out in a video. First of all, there's a reason that we don't do Google. Granted, the snowflakes could still call in. The thing is the snowflakes, after a certain point in time, like after the first call, would never get back in. Caller ID. Not to mention, we would be able to search that to its final destination. Because if you want to block your number, then you don't get to be on the show. Crazy Scotsman, PC, nothing, man the fuck up America. Yeah, get rid of PC. Crazy Scotsman, ends the 30th, mate, still got time. Bring it on, snowflakes. Dude, you're killing me. I gotta get the rifle that would be the answer to your question. I don't know why, but my brother-in-law really likes it. J-Dog, yes, the G19 build is already more than a Glock cost. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Oh, as a side note to that, not that I have had any reason to think that I would need more than 15 rounds, and that's plus one and an extra mag for the PPS. But today actually marks the first day that I have carried something at work. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. I carried the FN a couple of days when I first got it back from Elite the first time around. But today marks the first day that I'm not saying that I'm gonna go full on, but carrying the G19, I just like the idea of more ammo. And I also had an extra mag in my back pocket all day long. Now, if I was going to be, knowing that I was going to be laying in the dirt or in a crawl space or in an attic or something like that, I may skip it. Not saying that, it's a gun. I can undo anything that happens to it, but I'm just kind of testing the size, and use the same holster I have on right now, and that's the Incog. I actually really like this holster. You have you can bring up your tension, and it's fast and easy to get to. It's just that screw right there. Like if I was using it as my jammy gun, then I'd. But this is enough that it would have never fallen out. And then I also brought the back clip up one, because I prefer a little bit of a forward cant. I don't think this is quite the normal 15 degrees that I would order a holster in, but it still has a little forward rake to it. But it carried and felt good. Never really even thought about it. So I'm gonna probably start carrying the G19 for a while. You know, if I get into summertime's coming up and I'm getting into more aggressive stuff where I might want something a little smaller on my side, I'll probably switch back to the PPS. Otherwise, I might find a new undisclosed location for that. A more mobile location, Smile Money. Crazy Scotsman, a 66 or 67 Mustang, followed by a 79 Chevelle SS 450 big block. See, I don't have an argument there. But for me, I would move forward one. I would like a 67 GT 500, but but the chances of that. But I don't mind. If I won the lottery, I would have a place up in Canada called the Toy Shop or the Toy Factory or whatever. Build me up one of. They actually start with an original body, but I don't even care if it's an original body. I really like the overall look of Nicolas Cage's movie Gone in 60 Seconds, Eleanor, but I don't want gray. I want blue with the white stripes. But I also have a thing for the 68 Fastback too, so that's why I say I'm willing. You go a year back and 67. I go 67 and a year forward. Crazy Scotsman. Guess you call Joey and learn how to only load one round and forget the mag. Oh shit, that's right. You're in a free state, unlike Joey. Shit, sorry. Sorry, Joey. Meal Team. Hard to believe the 24-inch started out as a 22 cal. It's actually still a 22 cal. I mean, I have, I don't know how buried it is because I keep that kind of shit in the safe, but, girls build. Stupid pistol. And yeah, anybody out there, I'm fully aware, I'm almost, Mule, this is the Project Overkill upper. So technically it is, see, there's a reason I fully built up that lower with a with a good spring and a tungsten spikes buffer. So this does not require any of that. This is all of its own shit. But it may have started off as a 22, but it's still a 22. I figured I can't shoot both of them anyway. Maybe someday if I get bored, I'll build up a lower for this. But right now, I'm totally content. I would actually like to get another Pelican case, a hard case, and actually carve it out so that it holds the 24-inch as a complete rifle, and then a spot just for this guy. So that both of them can go along. I still love shooting the 22 bull barrel. The one thing I've been contemplating on this is having John Huber put some wrinkles on the end of it, and then do something, as you can see, do something like this, just to fuck with snowflakes. But it's so easy to fuck with a snowflake because snowflakes are stupid. Yes, and there's the other thing that happened today, but me and J-Dog have already talked about this. There is video after video after video going up about how basically we told the ATF to fuck themselves and they decided to reverse their thing. So, in a nutshell, every single one of my videos, including the one that Christopher put up, where I do this, I have never not fired this the way I wanted to. If I'm shooting it like this and it's against my cheek, it's because it's against my fucking cheek. It's not away from my shoulder because I give a flying fuck about the ATF, an organization that should be broken down, disbanded, and gotten rid of. How many people have used the term fucking power-hungry, jack-booted fucking thugs? But they've now repealed it. Of course, they have little things in there about this, that, and the other thing about modifying. Again, ATF, you can go fuck yourself. But it was a victory for the rest of us today. But by now, I told J-Dog I had no intentions on really making a big deal about it or putting up a video because I never acknowledged that they had any power in the first place. J-Dog, Saturday was beautiful when shooting at a gravel pit, no range Nazis. We'll have to talk. I'd like to actually know where your range pit is, and if we actually want to do rifles, you'll have to come up to ours. The what is looking like is going to be the new location for Shoot-A-Palooza 2017 is about 6 miles south of our shooting our shack. Unfortunately, because of it being down a logging road, you pretty much have to go 99% of the way to our hunting shack and then turn and take a, I don't know if I could find it again. And of course GPS was useless because this shit is not on anything but flyover territory. But J-Dog, we needed to go shooting. The Real Cobra Burnout, cheers to Mule Team 66, and still have you in my prayers, Steve. I wouldn't pretend to comprehend what you have and you're going through, but just know we got your back. Amen to that. Stephen Bush, I have an Indian card, and I pay for insurance from my work. The Indian medical card sucks dick. Imagine if the U.S. ran our health care like they do the Indian clinics. Fuck. I got the flu. Knows it is. Yeah. See, why? Please, snowflakes, explain to me why you want the government to run a third, if not a quarter or a third of the U.S. economy. The government couldn't flush a fucking toilet without screwing it up. Facts. Sorry, the government doesn't do anything. All the government does is take from people that earn and give it to people who don't. Most of them don't deserve it. Hop jockey. Stephen Bush, fuck. We were drunk. I don't remember calling you. 10 a.m. the next morning, I sent a hash brown, or I sent up a hash brown casserole. I have to inform you, Steve, as funny as the call was and the fact that it didn't pop up on my stupid AT&T bullshit until well after the fact. But the problem with, the problem is you can't set things so individualized that it would make any difference. But just because I normally am, well, except for the last few nights, Grace, I was still talking to J-Dog at 12:30 last night, or this morning. But my phone, I have my phone set to basically go to sleep, so it doesn't make any noise. So the following morning, when I check my messages and realize that Christopher wanted in on our after-party chat, it really doesn't do any good. I got notified by LifeLock that my email information was found in some black web site, and so they recommended that I change my password and stuff. So just for the fun of it, I changed my password. I changed my password so good that I could probably never memorize it. But yeah, Steve, that was a funny message, but you still have a long way to go to beat Christine. Drunk off her fucking ass in Vegas. It's like, I'm fucking wasted! You know, that's part of her message. Like 11:30, 12 o'clock the following morning, she calls and she's like, hi, how's it going? And I go, oh, you feeling better? She goes, what are you talking about? I said, I got your message. And she's like, what message? I said, you called me last night at like 2:30 in the morning, fucking wasted. She's like, puts her hand over the phone. I can hear, did I call Eric last night at 2:30? I did? What did I say? The real cool burnout. I may lean more Ford Mustang now, but I have always loved the old school muscle cars from the big three. You can say what you want. Steve Bush, I just said, I'll think about your balls. What the fuck? I'm moving on that one. The real Cobra Burnout. If Chuck had a Hyperfire trigger, he would run through a Magpul D60 mag before Alone with Company could get through 30 round mag in his binary trigger. JR10 Desert Gold. Wow, the light down the barrel illuminating the grizzly. Unreal. I'm trying to Photoshop that for my computer desktop background. Out fucking standing. The other round was a little blurred when you pulled it out, pun intended. If you have any Winchester or Ranger T rounds, that would be my guess. Yeah, I think that's what they are. They look a lot like a PDF round, or I've got these my motor's gonna fall over. I have, these infamously famous black talons. Oh, look at how evil and scary those are. A full box, a 20 count of 200 grain black talons in 10 mm. I have carried these. I mean, just like the crazy Scotsman said, if you're gonna come fucking dancing on my door, I am willing to spend the money to off your ass. They're all back in the box though. I used to have them in the when I was carrying the 1006. I had those in the 1006. And JR10, I want to see the video on your binary trigger. I'm glad the install for this one. I'm glad the install for this one wasn't anything like your last one. I'm not even going to go in the direction on saying anything about shakes or tremors or any of that shit. That would be a challenge for me. And I still have scenarios where I think it's coffee and caffeine related, but there is sometimes it's embarrassing as hell. We're sitting up at work, which is usually after 32 ounces of big caffeine, and it's like I'm like trying to show some video on my phone to Greg, and it's like I can't even hold my hand straight. Yeah, I was painting. I was jerking off a snowman. But JR10 Desert Gold, man, utmost respect. Someday, I want to ding dong your fucking door, and I want to have some of your grill cooking and some of your dark ass homebrew beer, and then we can go out in the desert and blow fucking shit up. I still have your box of ham killers for the 454. I know the passion and the no compromise that you put into everything you do. And those hand loads of yours, I'm sure they're between you and my brother-in-law. Like I said, I know both of you play the Brewers. I mean, I know people always think from shooting some of Michael's stuff that he loads it hot, but he doesn't. I don't even know if I've ever shot anything of his that was simply loaded to spec. He usually keeps it like just under, just in case. I mean, I still encourage him. Go big or go home, bitch. Don, trees are blowing. Busted. Cheers. You guys are not helping. JR10, Desert Gold again. Fond memories driving my 1969 Z28 302 to classes when I was in pharmacy school, and on the weekends towing it out to the strip. Pull the header mufflers off, toss on some 12-inch M&H Race Masters. Muzzy headers? I don't know. I don't even take a guess. And punch out some 13-second quarter mile. I truly miss the good old days. Also loved the Hemi Cuda back then. Yeah. Start to get a little. That's not helping keeping her limp. JR10, there's a gold question for you on your Hyperfire, which looks amazing, by the way. From what I can see in the video, it appears to be a single stage trigger. Yes. Do you see that as a downside for a bench gun? Haven't heard of them before. Thanks for the heads up. I don't know. No. I don't know. I'm so impressed with that. So impressed with that trigger. I'm trying to keep this short, but just for JR10 and to piss off Mule Team. Oh, sorry. I'm not pissing off Mule Team. I meant pissing off Ammo Head. With the, let me just do this since I got the bench. Those titanium pins are, I don't know if they need a little wear or what, but they're, Don't worry, I got the chuck parts out, the tools out here. I think they need a little break-in, little massaging. So that actually gets us back to Mule Team. All I need to do is pop this off and pop that on, and we are rocking smaller bullets that cost more money. Does that make any sense? What am I gonna do with this? I guess I can. I'm gonna use the Tardisius stand in reverse. It's I'm glad the camera can there we go. You know, it has a it's the simplicity. I mean, the one thing I really like is, first of all, of course, you're probably gonna have to take your damn gun apart in order to put this in. But right now, I could take this guy out of here. You know, I guess I never even thought about it, but for what I have basically created as a bench rifle, I don't see an issue with it being either two or a single stage. I mean, the bottom line is you put your finger on the trigger, and you just know that once you're on it, any movement, it's going to go off. And like John Huber is always very passionate about, time is everything. The fact that this trigger is so responsive and so quick, it doesn't really give you, the user, the time to push it or pull it or do whatever. I mean, that's why I think my Mosin Nagant is so frickin' accurate. Is because there's from the time you put your finger on the trigger, there's no real time to horse that gun around at all. Bam, and it's gone. And I really like the straight bow trigger. I mean, you don't have to have the pad on there if you elect to not have it on there. Otherwise, you can see I have one more notch. I could click it down, or I could go all the way up to right there. If God, that thing is just so. I kind of like it right there. One up. Bottom one. Oops. And then one more. It's kind of where I have both of them set for. But for the money, I don't sound like I'm a broken record, but this trigger is just, it's so user friendly from the point of installation. It's all straightforward. You know, it's like the only thing you would think would be difficult at all is when you put the dog bones on, and then slide the springs on, and then set the top piece on, and then it has a hole in it all set so that you can put a punch on it. And all you do is just a little pressure down on them springs, boom, and in. And the kit comes with 3 sets. So, you know, if maybe you're in a scenario where you don't want it to be as light as this is, which is being achieved with the heaviest set of springs. So it's kind of like, you're thinking, it's like, okay, so you put the heaviest springs on to get the lightest trigger. And it's just, I just love Hyperfire. They're just, here the two of you haven't been together for a while, so There, now it is back as Project Overkill versus the 24-inch. Wow, I tell you, that's... See, and I used... I think it's just gonna need a little... Just gonna need a little break in, and they'll maybe slide a little easier. I did, like always, I made sure there wasn't any burrs or anything on it, and gave it a little lube. But no, I do not see a problem as a bench gun. I mean, it's just, I guess it's you know, discipline and realizing what you have. I mean, just, it's kind of like my Mosin, you know, it's like, you do not put your finger anywhere near that trigger until you want it to fire. I mean, shit, I'm under a pound. I'm under a pound with the Mosin now. Tardisius, thank you. Thing's awesome. But yeah, Hyperfire, JR10, knowing the way you are about professionalism, quality, bringing it, like they say. I think you would be extremely impressed with that trigger. Stripped Upper. Has anyone heard of a guy called Based Stickman on YouTube? He's getting popular for bashing liberal skulls in Berkeley recently. The guy brings a tear to my eye. Seriously, check him out. We're probably going to see him more and more. A new face of the fed-up conservative movement. Well, if he's on YouTube, I'm sure he's going to get censored. Zika Steve, Mule's an asshole. That's... yeah, Counselor could really have a lot of fun with that statement. Steve Bush, I can get tall grass. I'll look for it. Their beers are pricey. Yeah, a little bit. I'd like to know your thoughts on that in comparison to 1050, though. Big Redneck Papa, good luck with your lifestyle upgrades. Doing some myself, mainly doing away with artificial additives in our foods. Shut the fuck up, Joey. Mule, you only use that toe to snag on your underwear. Cheer up. Tardisius, it appears that the ATF has reversed its opinion on shouldering an arm brace. Trump train. Joey Cuz, nice tribute to Mule. Shut up, Joey. Joey Cuz, I feel honored that even though Chuck is not doing videos anymore, he's still put an entry into my giveaway. Fuck Chuck. Josh, lawn darts are great. I sharpened mine so they would stick into trees. Glock, Doc, for all. That old thing had it for years. Absolutely. See, you know where I'm coming from. Mr. Holster, 611. I'll let it slide along with the gay finger since the show is for Mule Team. Mr. Holster, haha, busted. Should have started out with, you had it for years. Mr. Holster, it's no surprise to learn that we have no heat in the lower region. Put the brace to your shoulder, the ATF does not care anymore. See, whereas I didn't care before. Mr. Holster, I'm pissed off about the team named the Vikings. They have been giving a bad name to the Icelanders for decades. That I agree with. Mr. Holster, 20 years ago, my brand new Kimber broke while taking a course at Gunsight. Only gun I've ever had that happen with, just saying. See, Christine wants she wants the the little version of the Raptor, and she wants to send it off to Jim so that he can make it teal blue or Tiffany blue. That's right, you got to say that right, Tiffany blue. And it's just like, come on, man. You know, I'd rather get her the Springfield EMP. I have never had a problem with mine. Having said that, I will not buy another one. Ben N. Had to put in 2 comments so I could be 69th comment. Jiggity jiggity. Nice work. FU67. I would have commented earlier, but I was busy flapping to your beer girl. Now that I'm finished, I've noticed she's smart enough to cover her nipples so they don't burn. But I hope she's got at least a 70 SPF sunscreen on her taint. Dead Winter, I had this brew last week. I enjoyed it. Dead Winter, cheers meal. Sharky762, the crap in France is way too close to home for comfort. Paris is only about 350 miles from here. It's really time to wise up and start the dispussification of the country. Time for France to stop colony guilt trip and kick out the Sandman. Again, snowflakes, if you are here, listen to the people around the world. If they could go back and do it all over again, they would have sent the refugees to the bottom of the fucking ocean. Now, you idiots want to invite evil to our country. Oh, so once they get here, they can convert everybody to Sharia law, and then they can have their 5 fucking breaks during the day. I don't get one for my religion, so why the fuck do you think these cockbags should get any? Stick a fucking pork chop up your ass. Fucking ragheads. Fuck. Put them all on a boat, get it out, get it away from the United States, and then sink that bitch. Goodbye. Sharky762, enjoy the juicer and a whole better foods. A beer every now and then is just fine. Just check how the Vikings lived and drank and ate and kicked ass all over Europe. Muzzle first, nice takedown pins, me like. I think they're pretty cool. I'll like them when they break in a little bit more. So far, out of the box, the best are the Battle Arms Development takedown pins. Sharky762, the worm in tequila is nothing but a marketing gimmick. It's not even a worm. It's a moth larva, caterpillar-like thingy. Sharky, I'd rather have 7 of 9. She's still damn hot. Yes, she is. I've seen some pictures of her, but I think they were all photoshopped. Sharky, the PC bullshit is not just in your end of the globe, mate. We've got some PC bullshit peanuts that Insidious call themselves, and Indonesians call themselves, who get a hissy fit if Whitey, that's me, call them a peanut, but are cool if my peanut in-laws call them peanuts. Go figure. Sharky, yes, rocks are the new rage over here now. Ammo Head, hope all is well, Mule. Love you, man. Sharky, fuck me. That phaser kit patent pending is as old as I am. I'll stop commenting now, and if I remember, combine comments into read more buttons. Ammo Head, laugh my ass off. Miss B busted your ass on the AK. Damn, that was funny. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sharky, oh crap, one last one. Over here across the pond, Geisel is well known, and for ages I thought they were the bomb until a friend got a hyperfire for his MMP 1522. Just because, why the fuck not? Man, those are some sweet triggers. From the top of my head, it's the G3 he's got, but damn. There are. You shoot it. If you had your rifle here and then shot this one you would do whatever it took to get one of the Hyperfires. And I just think they're a great company, and they're right here in Minnesota. Ammohead 73. I really had to focus on your ugly melon head during the video. If I stared at the beautiful golden side boob and side ass, I'd be in the damn hospital. My birthday is May 23rd. I'll be expecting that 24-inch AR in the mail by then, asshole. Mean this one? Ooh, you're like a week after Christine. Agent Chaos. I know it's been a while since I've commented, but just so you know, I still jerk off to the videos while pooping on the toilet. It's too loud, you're too old. Oh, so I just like moved right on that one. Cheers to Mule, and wow, totally busted on the AK. See, I don't like, I think she shot it. Yeah, she shot it. I've done that to her before. When'd you get this pistol? What the fuck are you talking about? You shot that like 2 weekends ago when we were up at the shack? She's like, I did? And I go, yeah. You were actually impressed with how accurate it was. Oh yeah. But yeah, she's never shot an AK-47. We need to get that shit changed. Jonathan, I've had a few Belgium-inspired stouts, warm, cold, and everything in between, but it's very hard to pick up on the difference between a regular stout. Cheers, everyone. Very subtle, and it's probably mostly right here. Don't think about baseball. Don't think about putting your bat between those baseballs. And I'm hitting the refresh button, then we're going to have to move on because I'm already in negative time. And one more comment from my man, John Solar 283. That Stephen Bush. Laugh out loud. This was actually part of a sample pack, so as far as the sample pack goes, it wasn't extremely expensive, so I'm guessing a 6-pack of this probably isn't either. And even though it's from that shithole state known as Wisconsin and that shithole location known as Milwaukee, and I lived just north of Milwaukee, so I can speak to it. This was really good. This would be a good daily drinker, and 8.2. You know, as always, I'd like to see a little bit more, but hell, I'm gonna throw this an 8.5, and I am gonna try to get some more of it. Okay, Misa has to get out of here, so let's look at the one that I never got to look at tomorrow. We'll look at November Gale Pale Ale. From Kewanee Brewing Company. And again, I mean, they can't possibly handle it long enough. But Snowflakes, if you're still here, please go someplace where there's no oxygen and stay there until you can't remember why you were there. So cheers, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.